All right, I thought it'd be fun to introduce my brother to the channel, Skylar. He has a G42 230i that is awesome. Look at those sunglasses. Look at this cool guy.
Thank you.
Anyway, I'm gonna have him drive it, see what he thinks. But I want you to, Skylar, it's in the most aggressive tune, and the valves are open. And let's just put it in sport.
Boom.
And just go ahead and stab the throttle. Let's hear those pops, dude. Go to like 3.5 and let go.
That's pretty dope.
But it's like nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah, it really is nothing with that resonator in there.
And the muffler.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this freaking thing.
I feel so like sunken into the seat. Makes me feel like I'm like 5'5".
I'm a big boy, dude.
You're a big boy.
Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah, it already feels a little. it's got a little more poop to it.
Yeah, dude, it's a little. You can notice a difference already.
Big time. Before, it felt like it was still a fast car. It was fast when you like punched it on the freeway. But I don't know, like at low speeds, it felt like a luxury sedan. Like it felt like it was just like a, like it was trying to emulate like a V8 or something.
Like a luxury V8.
Like a luxury V8, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely, it's smooth. Stock is super smooth. But these one better.
Holy shit. It's fast.
Isn't it crazy?
Alright, so we're at like $3,000 in third gear.
And you're in Sport Plus, right?
Holy shit.
Dude. I didn't want to say anything to you because I wanted you to experience it without any kind of bias.
Does this have more turbo lag now? Or more of like a turbo?
First, do your thing. But I have an idea about that.
Oh, okay. It feels less linear than it did before.
I think in a good way. Because the boost torque gets higher. Crazy, huh? Stage 1, dude.
That's fucking nuts.
Just an OTS map.
All right, for realsies.
Yeah. Traction control just came on.
Yeah. Whoa. It pulls to like that oh shit feeling now as the driver,
right?
Which is a great feeling.
Woo, dude.
How does it feel as a passenger?
It's crazy.
Is it like ha?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's just like it's a whole new car.
And this still does feel like linear. It doesn't. You definitely feel the boost building, but it's just you feel there's no like.
It doesn't donkey punch you with it.
Yeah, it doesn't donkey punch you, and there's no like insane torque jump. It's just it pulls all through the fucking gear.
So my theory on that, because I thought the same thing, and I actually said the same thing. It almost feels like the turbo lag's more, and I think it's the same. You just, whew.
Yeah. The torque feels different though. Like it feels scary as a passenger because we're getting up to a high speed, like when I did that punch right there.
Yeah.
But like as the driver, it doesn't push you back super hard. It's still very like manageable and like what's the word I'm looking for? It's grown up. It's like,
Yeah,
it's mature. It's a mature feeling.
Yeah, it doesn't.
The B48 kind of has like this like it pops you back for a little bit, then it obviously that's in the mid-range and then it completely dies at the high end.
So the turbo lag sounds like it's bigger on the B48.
Yeah, I guess it'd be a turbo lag. I don't know exactly what it is. The mid-range torque is just punchier. This doesn't feel like mega torquey still,
Right. Well, if you notice, I mean, we're going downhill now. When you're around 3,000 and you punch it, it'll push you in the back of your seat.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not. I get what you're saying.
This more keeps you back in your seat for a longer amount of time throughout the entire gear.
Right. The tune isn't.
And at higher speeds.
The tune isn't trying to throw you.
No.
It's like it all feels very usable.
Very, very usable. And you're not beating the shit out of the motor to at higher RPMs to achieve like that level of speed, you know?
Right.
It's quick, dude.
It's crazy, right?
It's nuts. It's crazy. This is fucking fast. You done a log yet on it?
No, I haven't done a log yet.
You should do a log just to absolutely verify that there's no like timing dips or anything like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. At MHD, you can actually do a log and send it to them, and they'll kind of like show you.
Smart.
But
and is this adaptive in the sense where like this tune's gonna break in over the next like week as you drive it, and the computer's gonna kind of learn how to communicate with it?
Well, it isn't.
DME?
It is in the sense that when you flash it, it resets your adaptations.
Mm.
So the car is learning with its OEM adaptations that the tune will then. Did you just throw the ass out a little bit there?
No, that was the front end. That was understeer.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
There was no way we threw the ass out. I was not pushing it.
Yeah, it'll when you flash the DME, it'll reset your adaptation, so it'll learn that. The tune won't change. The tune is integrated into the DNA of the car now.
Uh-huh.
So your adaptations are part of the tune. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Dude, I haven't been up here in forever.
Let's try an AC. You can get a lot of good sound against this right here. Shut the AC off.
Just hold that.
There you go. Dumb German design.
Yeah, it's crazy. It feels faster than my C43.
Yeah, it does. It feels more refined than your C43 though.
Yeah, but it like
It's
for
like
sure
Cadillac fast, you know?
But it like pushes you in the seat. It pushes you back in the seat more.
Yeah.
Anyway, so would you recommend this to anyone with the B58 going stage 1?
100% I would recommend this going.
You heard it.
Stage 1 with the B58.
You heard it from him, the man himself. My brother! What was it? He was a...
Shit, how does it go?
I had a baby brother, and he was perfect. Perfect in every way.